Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Second down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Operating from the gun, Mendoza. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Operating from the gun, Mendoza. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away.
Now Brown. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Here's Achane to start the drive.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. Then everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Chuck now to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run. Achane. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
New Orleans.
Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Saints are on the board first here in Vegas. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard
The
line.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of the game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3 and
have
out.
that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll try and throw for it here.
That is caught.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
The first-round pick looking comfortable in this offense. First down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
It's 2nd and 21 at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw. Mendoza. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Mendoza. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 27-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights on in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Third down, Shuck from the gun.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Now on 4th down, honors the punt team, sending this one away. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Mendoza.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. Mendoza.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Back to throw again.
They'll get this out to Genty.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
On 1st down, it's Genty.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
Here's 2nd and 3.
25-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Once again, it's Genty.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call that is properly executed, you can go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? He barely got the first down, but he got it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Mendoza. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Back to throw. Mendoza.
They'll try and set up the screen to Ginty.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Mendoza.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it. Operating from the gun, Mendoza.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
HM is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job there by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
Here's Shuck.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. To throw is Shuck.
And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Noah Fant.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Smith now for the extra point.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game.
Smith to kick off for New Orleans.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Mendoza.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Saints are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Their own 46-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Working out of the gun here, Shuck.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll throw now on the final play. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
To throw now, Shuck. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
We a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First down, New Orleans.
Throwing, Shuck. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
That's taken in left side by Vele.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Shuck.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
It's a gain of
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
Quickly, but it's incomplete.
Zero hesitation that time. He just got it and put it out in the right flat. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Well, you know how hard these quarterbacks nowadays work on just getting the ball in their hands and making a quick decision and throwing the football. Didn't work out in this case.
Up the middle, Achane.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
A great effort there, with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints are able to stretch out their lead.
Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
The score, Saints 19, Raiders nothing. Charlie Smith to kick off for New Orleans.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to air one out. It's caught at the 10.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
A great play there. 53 yards.
And the Raiders get a bit closer.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good.
Saints 19, Raiders 6.
And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Now Shuck.
Steps away to his left.
He completes it to Olave.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Achane gets it from the gun.
This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Two yards to go, 2nd down. They'll give this to Achane.
And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
From the gun, Shuck.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to slow that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
They'll go. Achane.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Now back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the never let a guy catch one in front of you.
24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Operating from the gun, Mendoza. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Saints are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 42. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. A heavy rush, and down he goes. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
That's good for a Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43.
A run out of the gun with Genty. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
The 45-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Mendoza flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Mendoza. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
He was defended by
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Shuck now to throw.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
He'll buy some time right.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
At the 20-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Benson. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
At the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I